All right, so I don't know remember parts very well with this little area, but I woke up many times, so obviously it gonna be have a hard trouble with remembering the first two. But the first dream I had, it was with snow, and I feel like it was like a resort, like a snow resort, and the snow, whatever, it was like fluffy snow. It says there was a sign that said that you could eat the snow, whatever, and at maybe like kind of more entertained. I saw like a YouTube, I guess a YouTuber. I saw just like for like in first person. I didn't see like in another video, but I kind of saw it like in their video, like a vision of it, and they were going down the hill. I don't know. Yeah, they were like going down the hill, and some people were climbing up to it, and I wanted to climb up to it, and then someone else, I don't know, two other people, but I don't know who it is, and I think it might be my brothers. And I went climbing up the hill, the hill of snow, and up with like going like side to side, like going up. I don't know. It was like little cliff, but it was like snow and all that, and I was going up, and I reached the top, and there's this guy, and he was like bigger than me, and like like more bulkier and all that, and he went and sat in this wooden place, um, this little cart, and um, it was like a square box, and you can get in, and there's like a steep, like a little hump, like where you can sit like right here, and there's like a hump down, or whatever. I don't know, something like that. And right next to it is like a window, so you can see out. And once you get in, they put like padding and all that and block it up. Um, and yeah, they block it up. And so I was right after him, and he was like, "What kind of phone do you have?" And I was like, "Enough. What kind of phone? Like, are you like can? Okay, yeah. Can you put your phone on this like kind of this setting, whatever, so it can make a video instead of taking pictures, and it'd be separated, like, and so I can put the pictures like into a video." And I was like, "I'm not sure. I don't know how to do that. But I have an iPhone 12 Pro Max. If that helps." And he's like, "Okay." And because he said he has like a little machine thing, and it connects. It's a stick thing. It's a little stick, like a you know you probably know what I'm talking about. But you can have that on your ride, like to hook to your wooden cart, and whatever. And I try to get into the seat, and I couldn't get into the seat, and like squish down there. I was like, "How can he get in there and I can't?" It makes no sense. And I try to squeeze in, and I'm like, "Okay, this is this good enough, whatever." And the guy was like, "No, you gotta get in more." Like, or like he's like laughing, like like, um, it was like, you gotta sit more. You can't stay right there, or whatever. Like, he was like saying like jokingly, but I don't know. It wasn't deceiving. It was just like, like, what I'm talking about. You gotta do this, whatever. and I couldn't. And I think I woke up from that dream. Yeah, yeah, I think I woke up from that dream and woke up from my dad leaving to go work and whatever. And I fell back asleep. Yeah. So that's one of my dreams. All right. And then my second dream. Um this one's about almost to my third dream. It's a mixture, like heading to it. But this one is it's just a little intro, I guess. And that's when I kind of like I think I woke up maybe, and then I went to another dream, or it kind of. I think. Hold up. Let me think about that. Yeah, I'm not sure if I whatever. I don't think I woke up. I think it just switched. Maybe. I guess. Yeah, I guess so. Because I had another dream and it was about football, and I think, yeah, we're in football season, and it made no sense to me. I'm very confused about that one too. And um, in the second dream, I was with my brother. He's in my brother that's in New York. What is it? I was in his room, and I guess I was messing my phone or something and talking to him. I don't remember. I was on. I barely remember the stream. Um, I was on my phone, and the girlfriend came into the room, and she was like, "Okay, I'm gonna go to bed." And this dream has a lot of like resemblance to the third dream. There's like the same house, like the layout is the same layout as the third dream, and what she's doing because she was sleeping in the third dream. Um, and from the second dream, she said, "Okay, I'm gonna go to bed and whatever." And I told her, I was like, "Why don't you just come sleep in here so you don't go sleep by yourself? Whatever, it don't matter." And she was like, "Oh, okay." Like, you know, trying to be nice and loving to her. Like, you can come, like, you don't have to, like, go by yourself, whatever. And she was like, okay. And everything. And she got her stuff, I guess. And, um, yeah, that's all from that one right there. But then I came and I think I looked at the door and I saw my mom wearing a bandana. Not banana. And it was a black and white bandana, and she had her hair up, like kind of like mid ponytail, and kind of had the bandana like folded and wrapped around. And I told my mom that she's like, kind of remind me of where I wore that for Halloween. She was like, I rebuked that, and then whatever, you know. And and sorry, I have allergies, guys. And, yeah. And so don't mind me sneezing, coughing, whatever. I'll sneeze it. What? Like, sniffling, all that, all that craziness. And but that's yeah. She was carrying. I think. Oh yeah, that's what. Okay, she was carrying her laptop like she does, and she was carrying her Bible, I guess. I think with her, like a little notebook, I think. And she was heading out like silver, like a silver iron door. I don't know. It was something. And she went and closed the door. And that's where I saw her, and she was gone, right there. Um, and that was my second dream. So now my third dream. Third dream. Third dream. Um, my third dream. This is about the undead. It was terrifying. Terrifying. I hated it. I extremely hated it. Oh man, that was terrible. It was terrible. It was terrible. It was actually very terrible. It was terrible. Okay, so this one. Um I'm gonna be really sorry for my hesitant not comprehending and thinking. It's very slow. Um but my first but it's my third dream. Um I may put, I don't know. If my mom told me to put that on that football one, I don't know. That was like I think my very first one, my first dream. No, that's my second dream. And that was my third dream. This is my fourth dream, really. Um, but let me think where I had this dream. Let me not waste this time. All right, and now I'm in. Okay, so my dream is about um what was that? I don't know. We're at this table, and the table is wooden, and it was plastic, like little wood like sleeve like a cloth you put on your table, but it was wooden plastic, and the table was also wooden, and and the it the even the chairs are wooden. Everything, I don't know, the whole place, the church was very laid out. I don't know, like trying to be more as like look richy side. I don't know. It was, you know, and I saw some skulls, and I think I had a design, but it wasn't like a design. It was like a I don't know. It had like a little mark. And I think it was like between the eyebrows on the forehead. I don't know. I don't know. It was. I don't know. And it was gold and whatever. And there was another side on. It was. I think it was like me, my mom, well, my brother. I don't know who else. I have no idea. Um, I was like more focused like the area, like what is happening, and and one girl. Okay, there's people that are cleaning of black cloths and whatever, and wiping down the table and like over and over, like every second. And I grabbed a cloth and I wiped it down, whatever. And I remember this girl, this girl, she was wearing a skull, like a little head thing, and she was saying, she had a Bible in her hand with, I guess, opened, whatever, and she was saying like dry bones rattling, something like that, I think. And I was like, huh? like they're even speaking scriptures. Like I don't know. It's like I'm like, where are they getting bones at? Like, I don't know like how to like defeat like come at them like with like, oh, the school things are like demonic and all that and whatever. I don't know what to say. Like or I just get quiet. And I like looked at mom like she even knows like the scripture and all that. And um and right behind us there were it was like a I don't know, I thought it was like a kitchen and there was kids and like they're kids, I don't know. And um it was like a half wall so you can see through and not see through but like see the other half and it was open. Like there was no window, whatever. And the kids were dressed like an army, like military like suits, you know, like the green like camo and all that. And they looked like sad, like they got a contract and they don't know what to do. They were stuck. And and they all said everyone was saying, "Worthy is the Lamb who was slain," and everyone was saying that, and they were singing, and there was like music on their instrument, and I don't know, I don't know. It reminded me of like they're playing it as if heaven would played it and all that, and um, I don't know. I forgot the noise, and it was very like believable. um, but their action like it didn't match with the church, the look and everything. And I was like, something's off, and and the children went out.
Were they making
Huh?
something?
Huh?
Were they making something?
What do you mean making? No, they aren't making. They're just standing.
Okay.
No, 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 no. Those other people.
Oh, okay.
And so they walked out, and oh, this door or whatever, and like a silver tin door. I don't know what it's called, whatever. And and man, it was so I don't know how to kind of explain like where the places are, like where the the rooms and all that, how everything was setted. But it and and right across another half wall kinda, but they had I have no idea. But they were making sushi and it was like Chinese, so Chinese people. But it was mixed, so it was like white and Chinese, but the Chinese were making food and I don't know if the kids were Chinese or what. I don't think they were. No. But they look like the children were slaves. And the sushi people that are making the food, and I was like, oh man, I hope they don't make us eat that because I was like, I hate that. It looks disgusting, like like shrimp turtle. I don't know what it's called.
Tempura. Don't
Mm-mm,
you like shrimp tempura? Oh, I thought you did.
mm-mm, mm-mm. Yeah, and I was like looking up, I was like, man, and it was like some type of ritual, and and I can't remember right now.
You can pause it while you're thinking.
I know. I just, and while they were making that, whatever, and they were seeing the worthiest land, whatever. I was like, oh mom, I was looking at my mom, and I was like, oh, your dream, like that you got taken to heaven or something like that, and they were singing, worthy is the lamb who was slain, and all that, and they were I don't know, and then the instruments were something like I don't even know how. I forgot like the music of it. I wasn't that much worried about it, but um, I was like much more like what we're gonna do. I'm like we're stuck. Like if we get out, like me and my family were like looking like if we get out, that's basically saying we're denying their faith or whatever, and we're dead. Like we'll be shot right then and there, whatever. Um, and um, man, and my mom said to just I don't know. I think I had like a T-shirt or something like that, and I had holes in it, like almost like sleeve. It was like T-shirt and had like holes, whatever, right? And it was like a black T-shirt or something like that. And I had like a white skull and like a white bone, like X on it or something like that. I don't know. It was something like that. And and um um and she was like looking at us like y'all just do what they say or something like that and do whatever, just dye your shirts because I know we're gonna have to dye our shirts and do whatever and whatever. She was like just do it, and because I know she was like just saying that and then so we can just like run away and just like leave something, I don't know. And I guess we all listened to her and we did it. um but I remember being in this room and I just remember school. I don't know. I think that maybe there's just a certain room with skulls. I don't know. I don't remember. Um, but I know there were bones. It was handed out to the people. There was different sizes, different colors. It reminded me of you get your dog greenies, little greeny
Oh, the little
chews,
greenies.
yeah, for their teeth. And um there was like different colored ones, I guess. I'm assuming because I saw one kids bones things, and they had it in a book bag and in a jacket. Whatever. I think it's like a black jacket. I don't know. Like what was I kind of wearing right now? Like what I'm wearing right now, or something like that. I don't remember. And then I was at I don't know. I think I was like in their perspective of the people, like the king, not king, but he's like the or higher up, like the priest, whatever, something. I don't know. And he it's like a king queen kind of basically. And yeah, there's like one like throne. Um, it was chair like high up, chair high up, and then their thing, people where they stands right here, whatever, and like a red carpet, and then next right here, where the red carpet, there's pillars on both sides, and then right from them's like water actually flowing, and then right above the people, like the high person, whatever. There's the name of it, and things over in or something like that. I don't know, something church. I don't know. And you have to say like I believe it, like believe like what name what it says up there, church, whatever. I believe in it. You gotta follow their beliefs and all that. And even if you hesitate or um whatever, it don't matter. Like this one guy, this elderly guy, and he was like, see, they didn't believe whatever, but and then he got shot right in there because he was taking too long, and um and they all laugh like every time they killed someone, they will laugh and look at each other or do something, and I was like, what? But
Didn't you say I don't think they'll hear me. Didn't you say that it skimmed by?
Hold on.
Okay. I thought that was with the elderly guy. Okay.
Oh, I don't know. There's two people I saw got killed.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't remember. I don't know the first person. I think the first person. No, I think it was actually with the elderly. Or I don't know. I don't know. One of them, and I think one of them hesitated too. Whatever. And one skimmed by and got shot. I don't know, that kind of like the cheek, whatever, and they see blood coming out, and or the leg or something too. I don't know, something. I think both maybe, even, and just to scare them or whatever. I don't know, something. And it went shot by me, and it went to my side, my cheek, whatever, and the blood was coming out, pouring. And the guy was gone, and man, that guy was scary in that dream. That was later on though. You gotta wait later on. um, it's like that preview, it's like the movies. You gotta wait. That's funny. And um, and and the person's gone, and I think it's a red carpet, like we were on or something like that. And on the sides, okay, on the sides, that was the pews where everyone sits. So I don't know, that was like a little area for everyone to like, come watch and see if you accept or not. It's just for their pleasing or whatever, just for enjoyment. But and somehow I got tossed. Like it wasn't I don't wasn't for me, but it got tossed in my hand. I was like I don't even know how I got it. Like I grabbed it, and they tossed it. And it was like a green, like big. It was like a big greeny thing. It was like big and like a bone, whatever. And it was just flat green. It's the same as a greenie, but it had no like emblem on it. It had nothing on it. Um, but greeny and um. Oh, and then the girl came by. This okay, I guess he's with the priest, whatever. Like they're together, whatever or something. And the girl came to me, and she was like smiling at me, like because I guess like when you get a big bone, you're on the high ranks or whatever. And she was like, "Oh, you got a big bone and all this," and like smiling, like, "You got hurt? You okay? Like, let's get you fix you right up and all that." And everything like smiling, and I was like, "Oh, you're so deceitful." And I was like, "This is so deceiving." I'm like, "This is terrible." It was terrifying, man. How she looked at me, but then she grabbed my bone to go compare it to see who's higher than each other or something, and and it was like me and this. Hold up. So the guy that I said was I had the same jacket or whatever that wearing the bones. That's where he comes in. He was like one of the highest too. He was like supposed to be the highest there, like not the highest, but like the highest like out of the church, the people. And I guess I was the highest above him, and he got kind of upset. Like he was like, I'm supposed to be the highest, you're not, like, whatever, and all that. And I guess he looked at it and he tucked it in, I guess, and he started zipping things up, and I almost forgot about it, because whatever. And I was like, you took my bone, whatever. And he was like, huh? No, I didn't. Like, whatever. And I was like, okay, whatever. And I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna tell them, because like you lost it, and they'll get mad or whatever, and like, oh no. But I was like, oh, whatever. Um, I remember trying to reach in his pocket to find it or whatever, and when I got skittish, whatever, and then he had headphones in that pocket too, whatever. And he started picking his bag, started running, and did you think happened at that part in that church or no? Do you remember if anything else?
Did you have a headpiece on at some point?
No.
Just that one girl. When you got the bone, were you on the red carpet? Like everyone had to go up before the pope or the priest or whatever it is?
Well, everyone did.
Like by themselves?
By themselves, one by one.
On the red carpet, right? And make the decision.
No hesitation.
With no hesitation, all she got shot.
If you were scared, they felt it, you're gonna get shot.
Did the girl open the door then somewhere?
Huh?
Did the girl open the door somewhere?
What door?
Do you remember the girl you said she was wearing white and she decided not to or something?
Oh, no, that's not the part. That's not the part.
Oh,
That's not the part. Okay, so nothing really happened. Okay. And I went and chased after him, and then but I didn't really care. Okay. So right in the beginning, also with I think with the t-shirts, whatever, I think that's where I have like a vision, whatever, and then to know like who was believing in that, whatever, something like that. And it was a vision, and it took me in, I guess, on the side of the church, and there was a steps going down, whatever, and there was a door, and it had a picture of Mary and something else. I have no idea. Maybe I could scroll with it. I don't know. It was something, some emblems, and I was like, "This is a Catholic church," but I was like, I didn't know Catholic church did like this in the skulls. I'm like, so it can't be Catholic. But I also looked up, and now it says like some churches, some Catholic churches have like a skull room and whatever, and they will give it to their churches, but it won't talk about nothing in depth, like what colors and meanings and all that. And the boy, he had different colors and different sizes, like small pieces and big, medium, all that. And I remember chasing. Okay, so back to whatever. I chased after him, kind of, not really, but I was just flying out the door to leave. My family was just gone. I guess they headed out. They weren't there, and I saw my cowboy boots on the outside or whatever, and I was like, "Oh, it's my cowboy boots," and I was like, "These are my cowboy boots. These are like rounds and whatever." And my friend that I know, she came and ran, and she gave me the bone, and she was like, she was telling me, she's like, she said, don't ask me how I got this back, but here you go, or whatever, and here's the shoe. And it was a shoe, but it was pointed, like pointed at the whatever at the end. No, that reminds me of though. That reminds me of like the Mexican heritage, maybe, right?
The pointed toed cowboy boot.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Mexican and cowboy, yeah.
I think it's more.
It's just
I think it was more of whatever that did that.
Yeah, could be, yeah.
And And I grabbed the shoe because she was like, "Oh, that's your shoe, whatever." And I looked at it, and I was like, "Oh, that's not my shoe, whatever." I don't know. I think I put it on, whatever. She ran back, like whatever, something, and they were like going into this fenced area, but like, it was like fenced on both sides, but it was like open right there, and it was black, and it was like dark, and I was like, okay, I'm not going back there. But the whole street, everything was dark. It was so dark. It was terrifying. No, she didn't. She didn't run back. I think she came with me, but yeah, she came with me. Um, but I looked. I know she did, but I think she ran with me at some point. She ran with the people, but they both stayed, and I remember trying on the boot, and I'm like, "That's not my boot." And I tried the other one boot, and I was like, "Okay, this is round, this is pointy. I don't wear that. Like I have like a flat, toe, I don't know what
Square toe.
square toe. There you go, and all that, and so I don't know if I brought it. I think I left it. I don't know. It was something. And I gave that bone, this big bone, whatever, and I was like, "You really want this?" I'm like, "Here, take it." I mean, I don't really want it. I'm not gonna come back here anyways. I don't want to come back to that place. Like, I don't believe in it at all. Oh, that's what it was. When I got the bone, I caught the bone. I was like, I didn't even mean to catch this. It just landed in my hand and landed, whatever. And she looked at me like, "So you don't want the bone? You don't, whatever?" And I was like, "Huh, I do, whatever." And I'm like, just keep going along with it. And she's like, "Okay." And she's like, "Oh, happy." I'm like, and I was like, "Man, this place is deceiving." It was terrible. And I was terrifying. Those people, it was terrifying. And then, um, man, they all looked possessed. It was terrible. I was surrounded by possessions. It was terrible. But then I was fine alone, and I had you with me. But then, I started walking. No, no, okay. So I went and had the bone, and then I went to go toss it to the guy, whatever, and I was like, "Here," and it lit. So you can't throw it, you can't whatever. You can hand it to someone. You have to have it in hand. You can't let it go, because if you let it go, it sparks and boom, 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 boom. But um, I went and tossed it to the guy. It hit the guy though. It went to whatever, and it sparked. And I was like, look, I'm like, "Oh, my bad." And um, it hit the guy or whatever. He backed up, and two other people. Oh, another person, and my friend, or whatever. And they backed up, but they didn't get killed. I guess I don't know. Um, I just know my friend. She lived because she ran with me. Um, so that I saw the explosion, and I was like, "Oh no!" And I ran, and she ran with me, and I looked back, and the girl in the white dress, like, I don't know, like a white thing. I don't know. I think she was like a white. I think, if I remember, in white, and she opened the door of the entrance of the church, and there was this guy I don't know, a guy. There was someone standing. I don't know who it was, guy, girl, whatever. The person that opened the door, or in white, whatever, looked and just shot him. Not whoever that shot the person. And I just fall. I just saw the person fall back, and then I started running.
Who fell back?
I don't know.
The girl in white?
No, that's the person that is in the church. The other person.
Oh, okay.
The person in the white was for the church. The other person wasn't. I guess I don't know. It was something.
Okay.
I guess the white person in white got irritated, got mad, or whatever, and shot him. I don't know. I don't know who the person was that I shot. I don't know who it was. I just ran. And I remember looking on my side, and I saw something standing, like hanging. I feel like I saw everything around, like people were hanging by their throat, whatever, like, just hanging. And I was like, man, that's terrifying. They're in black or whatever. I mean, you just saw the door that was on our door. It was terrifying. Man, I was scared to open our door. I was gonna dip. I was gonna leave y'all with it. Cause y'all got scared. Y'all were like, we have to follow it now. There's nothing we can do. And I was like, why y'all do this? And I don't know why y'all did it. I was like, man. I was like, I thought we're dipping. I don't think y'all were gonna be scared and like, oh no, now we gotta follow what they followed or we're dead. And like you're trying to follow the traditions and all that, trying to follow their beliefs, whatever. And their belief. Yeah, I don't know. That room was scary. I tried to look, I tried to run. And then right next to that scary thing, whatever, and another door, and it was kind of crooked sideways. And on the side of it, there was something that was hanging or whatever, and it was tan. And with its legs, it was going, or something. I don't know. It was terrifying. It was ugly. Now for the scary part. It was terrifying. This was the terrifying part of all jokes. This is the terrifying part. That's the terrifying part, man. That was actually terrifying. Like, I hated it. I walked out of that room. Okay, so that little house entrance, my house, whatever. It wasn't my house. It was someone else's house, but it was, I think, my brother's. That was the what I was saying for my first, like the second part, whatever. And and um, I walked in, and it was my brother's room. And I looked at him. He was in a white and black tie, like suit, tux, whatever. And he was just standing there right from the door and doing like lifting weights, whatever. I don't know if it was like one. I think it was that was like this, and he was like pumping like it was just. And I looked at him, and his eyes were like pink, red, like strains. But it wasn't even him. It was not even Cameron. It wasn't even him. It was someone else. I even no idea. And but I guess it was him because, you know. But anyways, yeah, like his eyes were strained, everything. He just stared at me. And I closed the door, and I was like, are they all possessed? Whatever. And I got scared walking through the house. And I was like trying to I'm like, okay, I gotta look for my mom. I was like, my mom's a strong one. Where is she? It was so funny. And what?
You're so silly.
And then
You were well.
it was so funny. and I went and looked in this other room, and that's when the girlfriend she was went to go sleep at. And she was like going to sleep with us, whatever. And I guess she was to sleep with her bed, whatever. And I walked in this room thinking this is where my mom would be. And I was like covering the blood. I was like, put the blood in the name of Jesus and everything. All right, I rebuke anything and bind it, whatever, everything. And I was like, I put the blood over this house and everything, and whatever. And I heard a voice start talking. Man, now this is where the terrifying part. My back was turned. My eyes flashed before my life.
Your eyes flashed before your life?
Everything. I turned back because I went putting the blood. I was like covering, like making crossover or doing something. Turned back. It was the girlfriend. She woke up. She was turned like in the bed, I guess she rose, and then it came and turned and it came to me and looked at me, and it wasn't her. It was a different face. Like her whole face structure changed. It was different and talked and was like, I don't remember what. I'm assuming I don't remember. It was it was something. It was said something. And it was like what'd you say? Like, huh? And I was like, oh, this is not my mom. Or whatever. I was, this is not my mom. I was like thinking a panic in my head. And I was like, I got her with me. And I'm not okay. And like, I was thinking about that scripture, like, when three or more is gathered, whatever. And I'm like, there was three. That's me and this versus one person. And I was like, I rebuke you. And whatever. And it was so weird because like she looked like a man, whatever, like manly look and like big and everything, and like changed and all that, and how they're rebuking it and they were manifesting and everything, and whatever it touched me, and I was like, I rebuke you touching me. You can't touch me. Don't you dare touch me, or whatever. And then I got irritated more or whatever, and I was like touching his back, and then I was like, come out of the stomach and come out, and uh, I don't know, of the menstrual and all that and whatever. I was rebuking, and and then I saw like a big line, purple blue, choking her. It was like flashing, like it was like turning like blue and purple, and it was like going back to normal color and switching back and forth. I was like, and I was like,
Watch the word you use for the S word. Something trying to take her out. Use it, say it that way. Something trying to get rid of her.
and I remember rebuking the spirit, and I was like, I rebuke the spirit that's trying to enter herself, that word, and everything, and then it went back to different color and everything, like depression and all that. I was like rebuking it off her, and her face looked lighter, and she didn't have dark circles around her eyes, and her eyes were going back different, like same color, like whatever, and everything. Um, and then she lost like a lot of weight in her neck, in her body. Everything it shrunk as soon as I casted everything out. And then I don't know. I was gonna keep casting out more because she was like, okay, Peyton, I'm fine. I'm fine, Peyton. And I was like, you sure? And she was like, yes, Peyton, I'm fine. And I was like, in my head, no, you're not, because you wouldn't tell me that. And I was like, okay. I'm like, you're good enough for now. You're not that. You're better. You're not possessed or whatever. And I'm like, you're fine, I guess, whatever. And I gave her a hug. And I was like, I love you, whatever. I remember, I don't know since I was like, I hugged her, whatever. And
you filled her with them.
Oh yeah, and I remember grabbing her, and I got scared. So I was like, I felt like the Holy Spirit. And I was like to the top of her head, and then shows her feet and everything, whatever. And then I went back to her room, closed the door. No. Okay, I was like, if you see, I'm like, anything, just rebuke it. They say, I rebuke you in Jesus' name, and whatever. And she's like, okay. And she's like getting so excited. And she's like, la, 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 running to the place that I closed the door at. I was like, I didn't tell you go there. I didn't call you there. It was terrible. And, man, I got so terrified because I was like, man, I'm not ready to one up that, that demon. I was like, I'm not ready to, it wasn't somewhere I wasn't called to be at right now. That place right there. I was like, I can't be right there. And the guy lifting weights and all that. I was like,
It's a principality.
Yeah. And I was like, nope, I can't one up him right now. I need someone else with me. Like, I need someone who has like, strong faith too, like someone with whatever. But she was like, la la, just going. I got my faith went. Like I froze. I was shocked. Now and she opened like the door I left open. I closed one door, so it was like two doors, like a hallway door or whatever. Close that door. The only door was open. So I guess she went in like kind of that first door house, and I had like a little mic, whatever, and she had like mic earbuds so you can talk and you're not really loud. And I told her, "Come back here. Don't go in there." And she's like skipping. She's skipping, going there, and she's like happy, and I'm like, "No." And I'm like, come back. And so she came and ran back, and um and I told her, I'm like, everyone's possessed here. I'm like, you can't go in that room. Don't go in that one. And she's like, let's get mom first. Let's get my mom. And she's like, oh, okay. Who comes out? It was terrifying. Man, this was terrifying part. I wish I woke up sooner. This was a terrifying. My brother, okay, it wasn't, I don't know, it didn't look like my brother, but it was him. I knew it was him because she was like, she was going to see her boyfriend, whatever, the girl, whatever. And I was like, no, he's not okay right now. He's not okay. You got to come over here. And he was at the door. He was like, hey, babe, I'm sorry, whatever. Like, I guess he was watching for arguments or whatever. But I know it wasn't him. It was the spirit saying that. Like, I guess he was controlling. He was a controlling spirit, something. And it was a spirit that was like trying to get her in, like open the doors to hurt her and trying to repossess her, do something. And I was like, oh no. I was like scared. I'm like, she's gonna be repossessed or whatever. And I'm like, oh no. And I got so scared for her. I was like, I don't know what to do for her. And like she's gonna be stuck by herself, like it's me and her. And
like, don't open the doors so they can come back.
And
don't go back to what you were doing so they can come back. Because it goes and searches around the dry place and it brings back 7 more stronger or something.
I was like, all right, thinking about that. But she was still happy. She was like, I don't know how she's all happy through this. I was like, man, I get it. Like, once you're like, you're set free, you're like I can do all things through Christ now. Like, like whatever. And he's like not even banging. He's not even meaning to break the door down. He's breaking through the door somehow. It's just the spirit is breaking it and like busting through, making hole. And I was like, there's no way I'm holding this door open, closed any longer. And there's a blanket right behind the door. And I reached for the blanket and closed the door because it was too powerful, whatever. And I closed it and I covered me up. Like they see her, he sees her, whatever. I was like, forget it.
You covered yourself with a blanket and left her.
Because I knew she'd be safe. She'd be more whatever. But me, he's more mad at me.
Oh, he's more mad at you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, okay, forget it. Like, I know you'll be fine because there's a connection between y'all. There's still a connection or whatever. Like, it's something. So I can cover. And I don't know if she exposed me. I don't, probably not, because I know my toes were out.
Your toes were out of the blanket.
And I was like, oh no, please don't see my toes.
Oh no, you gave him a toe hold. It doesn't say something about don't give the devil a toe hold or something.
I had socks on. So a good thing I didn't see my feet, but it was socks. I don't know, I think it was red socks I had on. I think.
The blood of Jesus.
And it was fuzzy socks. And it was I was hanging out, and I was like, oh no, please don't see me. And I was terrified. And he was like so straight, like with the face, whatever. He grabbed the blanket, ripped it off of me. And I was like, act like you're sleeping. I saw him, but went. I I act like I was there, like maybe I was dead or something. So I was like, act like I was sleeping or whatever. And he grabbed me because when I was awake, and I was like, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. I was put my hands up. I was like, I plead the blood. Whatever. I was grabbing him and everything, and whatever. And he wasn't even manifesting, nothing, anything. I was like, oh no. Like, I'm like, this is where I died. I don't know what to do. I'm like, my mom, I don't know where she is. I don't know where anyone is. This room, I don't know the place very well. And it was funny. He had this little thing.
Do you know how to use that?
No.
You don't?
I think like that.
Huh?
No, that's right here.
Yeah.
Okay, the words.
That's such an old camcorder.
I knew it was something. I think it was like this, but I didn't want to think wrong. No, it was something like this, but it had.
Take the lens off if you want
I
to
know.
do it.
I'm not gonna do it. It was separate, whatever, and it was like a glass thing, and it was like a bolt, like a little witchcraft thing, whatever.
What is it called? A looking glass or a ball, a crystal ball?
Crystal ball, yeah, crystal ball. I think kind of really, but it was like a little jar thing. I don't know. It was a jar instead of a crystal ball. It was a jar, and he grabbed water and he filled it up, and he put it and recorded me. And that reflection, it showed in the church and who denied and who was faithful and who wasn't, and who was who's like, look out for this person. There's this person out here, whatever. And I'm like, I'm already dead. And I was like, well, I guess this is what God meant. So I guess I don't know. I guess this is why maybe I didn't go up yet or something. This is how I'm gonna die. Whatever. I don't know. Somehow I got that revelation. I was like, oh, I'm gonna be shot. That's how like, I'll be dead. Whatever. And I was like, this is not how I wanted it to end. I was ready for the rapture. And I think that's all. I think I don't remember. I think I woke up. Man, he would scare me. Do you remember anything else?
Mm-mm.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna tell you the bones, like what it meant for the one I had. I guess the green, whatever, it's like for a symbol of good luck, whatever. That's why I told my mom. I was like, oh, it reminded me of the like the good luck the I don't know. I told her like it was like a good luck. I forgot what I say. What did I say to you?
When you caught the bone and you told her that it was luck or something in your dream, and then you found out that it was
like,
green bone.
Yeah, like I caught it. Like oh, you're it. Like, cause she was surprised. Like, oh, you caught it. You got it, like, or whatever. Like, saying like it was like, oh, that was good. It's good luck. Whatever. It's something like Whatever. And I'll tell you there are other interpretations in a second. And this one reminded me of when I got I guess I shot the guy, one of the elderly, whatever, and then it shot me too, whatever. And this one is relics are divided into three classifications. A first class relic is a body part of a saint, such as bone, blood, or flesh. Second class relics are possessions that saint owned. And third class relics are objects that have been touched to a first or second class relic, or the saint has touched him or herself. Another one is, in Chinese cultures, it is believed that green bones found in the cremated remains are a final gift the deceased leaves to their family. And then green bones after cremation are believed to be a symbol of good luck, and some religions or cultures can even carry small fragments of these bones around with them. And I found out that today and tomorrow, November 1st and 2nd, and it says even the night of Halloween, those are the Day of the Dead. And some of the Catholic Church, their room, it's full of bones of like skulls and bones, whatever, and they're human. It's human bones, like the chandeliers, human bones, all that. Like some Catholic, not all, but this is some. And you can see in the Rome Catholic Church. And the bones are, they say it's a resemblance of the crucifixion. And they use the bone to make a cross or something like that. And whatever it stands for um, him. I'll tell you if I how I look it up. In the Catholic Church, the skull and the crossbones on a crucifix represents the grave of Adam, the name Calvary, and Christ's victory over death. The skull is also meant to represent Adam, the first man, and the idea that Christ is the new Adam. The Catholic Church also venerates relics, which are the bones or other items of saints. Catholics believe that God works miracles through saints that encountering relics can help people share in faith of early Christians. Um, the skull and crossbones represents death, and it is placed under the feet of the crucifixion. Feet of the crucified Jesus in order to illustrate this concept. As another answer points out, it is also a reference to Gal Galothia, Galthia, the place of so the in quotes place of the skull in quotes where Jesus was crucified. But if there's any more, then you could probably look it up if whatever, and let us know whatever. There's one. Okay, so I looked up the golden skull in Catholic Church, the skull of Mary Magdalene. Golden is a famous relic in the Catholic Church that is displayed in a gold reliquary in the crypt of the Basilica of Saint Maximin la Sainte on a Ballum in southern France. France believing this to be the skull of Mary Magdalene, when it was found in the 12,000 or one, 12,000, something like that. 1200s, I don't know. French Catholics, French, French Catholics encased it in gold and evoking a luminous specter of the woman the Bible describes as one of Christ's most loyal followers is displayed at whatever.
I've wondered.
But what's weird, it doesn't look like it, but it makes sense. Maybe it's just I don't know, my dream and what with it. But it was actually a golden skull, like a golden, like if it was like golden, whatever. I don't know, but some of them are just showing like this one That's they're saying it's Madeline, Mary Magdalene. So